Over the summer, SAG-AFTRA, the Actors Union, and the WGA, the Writers Union, went on strike together for the first time in 60 years, halting production of hundreds of movies and TV shows for months. The unions had similar demands, mostly relating to the quality and compensation of their work. Issues like residuals, base rates, streaming, viewer-based bonuses, and use of AI were all brought to the negotiation table. The Writers Guild of America, also known as the WGA, went on strike from May 2nd to September 22nd of 2023. Their final contract that ended the strike included writers earned increased pay, health and pension contributions with the contract extension, as well as new foreign streaming residuals and viewership-based streaming bonuses. There are also assurances against AI, a particular point of contention in the negotiations. The Actors Union, SAG-AFTRA, followed the writers on strike shortly after. Their strike went from July 14th to November 9th. The Actors Union also had grievances with streaming compensation and AI, with negotiations coming to a stalemate over success-based compensation. The Guild proved unmoved, but also open to further discussion. SAG-AFTRA's November 6th counter-response saw the two sides find an AI compromise and began moving things into the final phase. AI has become a particularly scary challenge facing artists today and in the future. Actors, writers, animators, and other creatives alike are worried about their jobs being replaced by AI generators such as ChatGPT and DALL-E that make an image or written work based off a few sentences of a prompt. These generators and the companies that are responsible for them are already being sued by authors, including George R.R. Martin, who claim that since the generators are being trained on their work and can mimic, summarize, and recreate it, they are violating the author's copyright. Copyright laws are also an issue in the entertainment industry. Part of the reason why the WGA and SAG-AFTRA were able to get coverage from harmful AI use in their contracts is because a creation written by artificial intelligence cannot be protected by copyright, and studios are often the owners or co-owners of these rights. By ensuring that credit for writing always goes to a human, even when AI is involved in the process, studios are also protecting their interest and, therefore, stand to benefit from this agreement. The Writers Guild were able to secure a contract that states, AI shall not write or be credited for any literary material. Additionally, material created by artificial intelligence shall not take credit or copyright from screenwriters. According to the agreement, screenwriters can use artificial intelligence when providing writing services, but only with the consent of production partners, and they cannot be compelled to use AI. Studios must disclose to writers if AI-generated material is used, and using scripts by writers to train AI is prohibited. These are huge terms of agreement that will benefit creatives across the board in every industry. Being the first of their kind, they sent precedent and give leverage to TAG, the Animation Guild, when it comes time to negotiate their contracts in 2024. TAG is already leaps behind these other entertainment unions, with animation writers getting paid 60 cents on the dollar per week compared to WGA writers. Animation writers and artists are also not paid residuals compared to writers covered by the WGA. Most studio executives figure that they can get away with mistreatment of workers since animation is such a competitive, unpredictable industry, and most newcomers in the business are young and eager for work. This competition within the animation industry is created when animation is treated like a genre instead of a medium. Most people, studio execs included, view animation as nothing more than cartoons for children, and it's not worth investing into. The limited amount of animated feature films and shows is due to studios not investing in the medium. This creates a smaller amount of jobs compared to live-action entertainment and results in animators scrambling to find work and a project to create for. The size and power that TAG has is also reflected by this. Without as many animators working for a unionized studio, the union has a smaller number of members compared to WGA and SAG-AFTRA, and they aren't able to as effectively bargain. As a young animator, it's hard to see myself succeeding in such a competitive industry. Someone who I worked with at a retail job in high school, who graduated from my college with a bachelor's in animation and was unable to find a job in the industry for years, leading them to still be in retail. I've considered changing majors and even dropping out of art school because of these fears. With student debt on the rise, the possibility of not being able to utilize my degree feels like enough of a reason to discontinue my education, even though this has been something that I've worked and wanted since I was 6 years old. I can only sit back and hope that when TAG's contract is under negotiation, animators will be able to make the same strides as their live-action counterparts in the entertainment industry.